If you've ever been out on a lonely road after midnight, you know that feeling, the sense that something out there is watching you. I learned that the hard way last week, and I'm still not convinced I made it home by luck alone. There's this 24/7 quick check a little off the highway from where I live. Basically the only thing open past sunset in my nowhere town. It's about a 25-minute drive if I'm speeding, which I usually am. So for you city folks, yeah, it's basically right around the corner. My sleep schedule is garbage, so I end up at that quick check way too often. I like to think I blend in, but at this point, I wouldn't be shocked if the overnight employees know me by the sound of my footsteps. This happened just last week, and the details are still way too vivid. It was a little after midnight. I was deep in a coding session. My brain works best between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. when hunger hit me like a truck. So around 2 a.m., I shut everything down and hopped in the car. A highway to the quick check isn't really a highway, more like a long, empty road that might as well be abandoned at that hour. The drive in was uneventful. Inside, I ordered a sandwich and started pacing around while it was being made. Caffeine plus ADHD means standing still is basically not an option. That's when I saw him. At first, I didn't even register it. But when I doubled back, there he was, a man sitting crisscross on the floor, facing one of the refrigerators, like he was studying it, just sitting there. At the end of the aisle, in a brown coat and jeans. I couldn't see his face, so I tried to casually walk down another aisle and sneak a quick look. The moment I turned the corner, he snapped his head toward me. Not turned, snapped. I froze. His eyes were unnaturally wide, lips trembling like he was freezing, even though it was warm inside and he was wearing a jacket. His whole posture looked twisted, like sitting was physically straining him. But the worst part was his stare. Blank, lifeless. Like he was looking through me, not at me. I dipped out fast and headed for the counter, praying my food would be ready. It wasn't. So I stood there, watching the corner of the store like a hawk, waiting for him to appear. He never did. When my order finally came out, I left immediately. I actually thought that was the end of it. It wasn't. As I turned onto the road to head home, I caught movement in my peripheral vision. Someone sprinting across the parking lot. I looked back and saw the brown coat. The guy jumped into a pickup truck. I pulled onto the highway, telling myself it was none of my business. A few minutes later, the last bit of light from the quick check disappeared behind me, and I noticed headlights in my rearview mirror, getting closer. Fast. I thought it was a cop at first. I slowed down, but when the car got close enough, my stomach dropped. It was the same truck. It was him. I slammed the gas. He flashed his high beams and leaned on the horn. I didn't know whether to outrun him or pull over and hope he kept going. I was in a sedan. He was in a pickup. I chose speed. When I hit 100 miles per hour, that feeling hit me, The one where your whole body insists you're about to die. I tried switching lanes, so he'd pass me. He swerved with me. I slowed down to try and pull over. He rammed me. That was the moment I realized he wasn't trying to scare me. He was trying to kill me. He went for another hit, but something primal kicked in. The instant he veered toward me again, I jerked the wheel, cut left, and slammed the brakes. The truck shot past me, swerving out of control before spinning off the road and plowing into a field. Hands shaking uncontrollably, I forced myself to keep driving. I made it home, called the police, gave my statement, and told them to check the security footage from the quick check. It's been a week. Haven't heard anything. My car only has minor damage, but the truth, I don't even care. Because whatever that guy wanted from me at 2 a.m. on an empty highway, I'm just grateful I never found out.